guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of Paolo Barbieri's Unicorns Oracle. Many of you guys know what a fabulous artist Paolo Barbieri is. So many of you have probably seen images of this deck, but I'm going to walk you through it. So as you can see, it's a Lo Scarabeo deck, so it comes in a variety of languages. And I got this on Amazon, not for, well, this one says $19.95. I didn't pay $19.95. It was a lot cheaper. So actually, you know what? Okay, I got confused. So here's the thing. I remember it was cheaper and it's been on my wish list. And I keep thinking that I bought it. And here's where I get confused because it came in the mail. And I was like, you know, since it was on my wish list and I thought I bought the deck, I wasn't surprised when it showed up. But then I was looking at, there was a note in here, it says gift to you, and I said, why did I gift this to myself? I said, I turned it into a gift. It was actually from my really good friend Dolly who lives up in Sacramento, and he sent it to me, and it was like, this was at the top of my wish list, and I got it for my birthday, and we share the same birthday actually, so I sent him a present, he sent me a present, but I totally forgot, you know, that he would be sending a gift. And so I thought I bought this, and so that's why I was like, oh, I paid this, because I was pretty sure that's what I paid, until I was like, oh wait, no. That was like the confusion where I was like, I bought this? And then turns out it was a gift. So okay, let's go ahead and open her up here, and we'll take a look at the guidebook, just because I like to see kind of where an artist or creator, you know, kind of came from when they created a particular deck. So it says here, it's dedicated to the spirit of pure, uninhibited fancy and light. So you got a little bit here. There's a little invocation that they've placed here, how to use the deck. Of course, you know, how you use your deck is totally up to you, but you know, they do give you a suggestion. And so then they start going into the cards themselves. So like card number 3, mystery, not a snowman. And so like I said, it's got various different languages here. Let me see if the artist information is on the back. Nope, I'm thinking it's just, here we go. So artwork, Paolo Barbieri, text by Rachel Paul. Okay, but in here, it's just kind of like goes over quickly about like unicorns and how we can use it, you know, use them in this oracle deck. And it's like being able to see beyond what's there in 3D. You know, that's why it says things like, going back here, or maybe you find the English, like not a mermaid, or not a yeti, or not a hairstyle. Like there's more there, you know, than, you know, it's like that the magic is always hiding within the mundane, you know. We had not a snowman in here, not a butterfly, not a fairy, not a leaf, not a centaur. You know, these magical beings, magic is hiding in plain sight, basically right in front of our face. So this is, you know, I think cool to just take a little gander at a guidebook. Okay, so we have our cards here, and actually I do have a tarot deck just so you guys can do a size comparison. So this is actually a card from my Tarot de la Nuit deck, so you can see that it is a little bit taller and a lot wider because it's an oracle deck than your standard tarot size. Okay, as far as cardstock, I would say it's kind of in between too thin and too thick. So it's actually, for me, just right. It's got enough bend to it that if you were a riffle shuffler, you wouldn't have any troubles. But for me, I'm a size shuffler, and the card size I think is small enough, you know, for my hand size. But if you were a little bit smaller, it might be too big, in which case you might have to do a top shuffle. But anyway, you can see that these cards are reversible. Beautiful backings. There's like so much going on in there. And that it does have a gloss to it, a sheen to it, for protection for the cards. I don't think it makes them too slippery, and I don't think it makes them stick together, so it's fine for me. But let's go ahead and jump into these cards. Okay, so as you can see, there's so much going on in the artwork here. We have not a constellation, hope. Yeah, not actually a flower. Take a closer look. Vulnerability. And you notice some of them are chock full of color. Some of them are devoid of color. And I think these are really good for us to just dive into the image. So yes, you could use, the keyword here to get your intuitive hits. But I think just looking at this artwork and seeing where it takes you, allow your intuition to guide you, and it's got some wonderful messages. How cute are these guys, by the way? Just PS, had to put that in there. And when I think of this one, Majesty, I think of actually my best friend. If you type into Google Paolo Barbieri, you'll see that he's done a lot of artwork, not just for decks, but a lot of commissioned artwork elsewhere. I think the reason I have so many decks is just I'm an art connoisseur. I just love looking at what people create with pen, pencil, paint, computer, like. Now this one's cool. I like this one because you have the pop of pink and a mostly single colored background. And there's so much movement in the art itself. Like it's almost like it really is moving, That's cool. Not a tree, roots. I've been working on that root chakra. And last but not least, not a mermaid, daring. So if you don't know, at the end of all of my deck reviews, I always do a little reading. So not only do you get to come and look at some gorgeous artwork, but you get a message as well. So hopefully this connects with you. If it doesn't, that's okay. You can check out my other deck review videos. I have a deck review playlist. It has a ton of decks on there. So you also get a ton of messages as well. So maybe you want to check that out. Okay, so let's take a look at our message, and I actually want to go into the guidebook. Just because sometimes I think it's nice for people to see what the author of the guidebook has written. But I want you guys to use your intuition as well. Didn't I just say I was like working on my root chakra? And actually there was a reading I just did that was talking about the root chakra. So that's kind of funny and synchronistic that this one popped up. That's so gorgeous. Not a tree, roots. Okay, so for me, I mean, obviously I'm like talking about, this is root chakra stuff. This is where you feel safe. Where do you guys feel safe? Where do you feel at home? But let's look in here. Alrighty. Roots, not a tree. So you have here something, the message, what you can meditate on, an affirmation, and an action that you can take with this card. So transformation. You take shade underneath a beautiful tree along your journey, resting along your path. The boughs sway in the wind with a calm and soothing sound as the branches shudder and twist to make a new form. This is no tree, it is a unicorn. The unicorn tree enfolds you in its shade and wraps its roots around your feet. You are loved and supported. So the affirmation is, I am firmly rooted, held, and supported. I am nurtured in every step I take. So I had, like I said, just done a reading where I was talking about the root chakra. And for many, we're getting reacquainted with that root chakra. It may have changed for many of us, like where we feel stability, where we feel our home is, where we feel safe. And so this is just kind of another driving home of that message to anyone that this connects to, is to really look at your connection to home. What does home mean to you? What does safety mean to you? What does protection mean to you? And the more you have an understanding of that, and the more that you build a new relationship with it, if things have changed, just the more solid you feel in all areas of your life. It builds that foundation for all the other chakras. And so when you feel that your roots are strong, there's nothing really stopping you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. Like I said, I'm happy, that I got gifted this. This is a deck that I wanted, and sometimes I forget that, wait, I didn't buy this one. But anyway, I hope you dug the review. I hope you dug the message. If you have any comments or questions, place that down below. So far, I haven't used it with tarot, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to. But for now, I'm just using it for daily draws. But anyway, yeah, leave your comments, suggestions, whatever down below. I love hearing from you guys, and yeah, I hope you dug this review. So if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different readings. I also have my room and body sprays, my salves, my Wally's World Oracle that was community created and community funded. And check out my other shop, Desert Cauldron, where I am co-owner with James over at Light of Rega. And Desert Cauldron, all one word, on Etsy, and on Instagram it's desert.cauldron. And we have tons of witchy tools for you magical practitioners out there. Everything from one-of-a-kind ceremonial knives to Native American rattles, vintage Native American rattles, to witch bottles and more. So definitely go check us out. And all my other links are down below for my Leon Mystery School, where I teach Mayan astrology alongside other teachers and several other courses. And I have my newsletter, and I have my Patreon and my PayPal me. So all of that's down below. Definitely go check it out, and I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.